Hello and welcome back to my channel, you guys. I wanted to come on here and record something that perhaps can be of help if you are in my collective and you are the divine feminine that has been going through a huge activation. I mean, we all are. If you're listening to it about the time when I have recorded it and uploaded it, then you do understand that we have entered a huge period of change, I guess. There's like a very profound planetary shift. We are really leaving behind the 3D reality and embodying more of the 5D reality. So we are leaving behind the karmic imprints and the scarcity mindsets and those really negative belief systems. And so we are pretty much just breaking free from the old society, I guess I could say. So on top of that, there's a lot of shifts happening within us all, like on collectively, and besides that, of course, individually. If you are on a spiritual journey together with your divine counterpart, then of course there are things happening on that level as well, on the individual level. And there has been this cycle. The way I would describe it, it was almost like all the healing and all of the triggers kind of came to a point recently. We talk a little bit about the spiritual journey, that it's not just straightforward. It doesn't go in a straight line. It's very much like a spiral, so you kind of come back around to the same things until you have released them fully. So certain things and triggers will manifest again or will come back for releasing kind of over and over. It's just that after each time, after each time you have closed the cycle, or well, I shouldn't say close the cycle. Let's say after each time you have completed, I guess you could call it a cycle. Next time it comes, it's going to be, you will already have healed a huge part of something, but something will come up again. And there were moments where I myself kind of just thought, like, why is this happening still? Haven't I already kind of got the bottom of it, and haven't I already released it? And no, of course, if you have released it completely and healed it completely, then it wouldn't come up, because there's just no need for it. But if something comes up again, it asks you to look at it from yet another perspective, from a higher perspective, because each time you, let's say, advance or rise higher, because that's actually what we're doing, you gain a higher and higher perspective of everything. So also including your own triggers and the wounds that you have been carrying, or your past actions or choices. And so like each time you raise higher up, there's like a, something slightly different that well, you will look at it from like a different perspective, from a higher perspective, and there will be still a little bit to heal. And a lot of times, like each time something comes back, you're able to You of course notice the progress, and it's very important to acknowledge that too, so that you don't kind of beat yourself up over these things, because yes, they will come back until you have cleared absolutely everything. But why I wanted to record and why I'm sitting right now and talking to you guys is because if you, a beautiful divine feminine, if you're listening to it, then you are also going through like a very, very heavy period. I will say, to be completely honest, that yes, different moments on my spiritual journey has been difficult, like kind of in different ways, because maybe they had to do with different things, but it's such a heavy heavy energy that the other day I kind of thought to myself, like, it kind of feels like I am carrying a wound for the whole collective. Like, if you know a little bit about like classical mythology, there's this either Roman or Greek god Atlas that is supposedly carrying the earth plane on his shoulders, and that's just the imagery that I get, and that is kind of how I felt. It really felt like the wound within me was such a huge hole, I guess, within me, that like no matter how much purging and no matter how much work I have put into dealing with it, really, because that is kind of how I have looked at it and how I am looking at it, that yes, it's healing, but I want to deal with it. That's the masculine part, or the masculine polarity within me, that I want to deal with it, because I don't want to keep on going back to these things. Like, I have risen enough to kind of understand that these are just lessons, and I have I would think that, oh well, but I have healed enough already, and so like, oh, do I really have to go back to these things? But yes, obviously, if I am, then I do have to go back. But so the what is happening right now, if you are in this energy currently, first of all, I'm sending you so much love and light and healing energy and compassion, because it's such a heavy thing. It's like a heavy burden, and for me, it was very much like the veil has been lifted, and that is why I'm recording this, to kind of give you the clarity, because if you're going through something very deep, like your worst nightmare, if you will, that your fears and the wounds within you, maybe like limiting beliefs about yourselves or others around you, or whatever it really is, that is the thing that, or the wound that comes up. It's not on your individual level anymore. As in, yes, obviously it's showing up within you, because you're the goddess that can alchemize that, because you're the divine feminine. Of course, divine masculine can do that too. It's just that we are the feminine polarity incarnate, and so this is kind of where our talent lies. But the wound is there. How do I put it so that I'm trying to put it into words that could kind of mirror what I'm trying to get to kind of show the depth of it. Like, yes, it is of course on individual level as well, because we're all connected, but it is almost like whatever you're going through right now and whatever is showing up within you currently that feels like it's just defeating you completely, no matter how long you have been on the journey, how much you have already healed, how detached you are and how healed and all of these things, it's destroying you, or this is how it feels like. It's really defeating you, and you may have felt defeated by these things. But what is happening now, when you look inside to try to see what it is that comes up, this is the root of our suffering. This is the original separation wound. However it manifests for you, no matter like what either memories or painful situations that wound brings up within you, it is that you have gotten so deep into the healing, if you will, that, or like into the cracks of you, that now you see the root of everything. And this is now what you are feeling. What you're feeling is the original separation wound. And here I want to say that it's gonna feel differently for each of us, because each of our souls or each of us as a being have chosen a little different path, maybe to go through like a little different situations, and so it can manifest, it's going to manifest differently for each one of us. But when you really think about it, everything you feel right now, maybe like hopelessness and feeling defeated because of the pain, the anger, the disappointment, the sadness, the tremendous amount of hurt you feel, betrayal, or whatever it really is, everything comes from that original wound, where you when you really look at it right now in this moment in time, when you're listening to it, you can actually see where the separation have existed for you. And what I mean is that you now are able to see that the separation that you have been experiencing, it's an illusion. And you're aware of it, you know this already, like this truth has been revealed to you. But it's one thing to know of something, but another thing to relate and understand the truth on a very personal level. So right now, what you are currently facing, or you think of it like this, what you're currently going through, it's an invitation from the divine, an opportunity given to you from the Creator themselves, for you to look at your experiences, your journey, and to see just how big of your 3D reality has been an illusion. And yes, you know, again, you know this already. It's just that you will see just how much of who you believed yourself to be in the past has been an effect of that separation that you have believed was happening to you, that you were separate from everybody else, that we humans, we kind of just are all alone, and we try to find somebody to cling on to kind of get through this life together with. Yes, because it's it's so scary because we're all alone and all of this. All that illusion is shattering, and now that all of these really, really dense, heavy energies are engulfing you, please allow yourself to just be. Not to do, not to get through or get over with, or try to fix it. You are meant to, especially at this time, really embody your feminine polarity within you. And the feminine polarity, as you know this already, is being. Yes, it's also receiving, and this is what you're meant to do now. Right now, you're meant to receive all this heavy energy, not to defeat you, not to break you, not to break the foundation of what you have already built when you were rebuilding back, well, when you were actually stripping away the false layers of your false personality that the karmic imprint has, let's say, forced upon you. Nothing is breaking you. You are a vessel that is meant to encompass these emotions right now, but to also let them pass. Sit with all of it. Just be in it. If you're grieving your past, previous connections, family, situations, missed opportunities, if you feel that things in your past, maybe you have missed on opportunities or you regret certain things, allow yourself to feel these things. Do not try to fix it. Do not try to heal it at this time. So whatever, by whatever means you have been healing on your journey, whether it was journaling, listening to healing music, energy healing, Reiki, I don't know, creating something, helping others. Yes, sure, do that, because of course you should always follow what your heart is telling you to do, because it is your soul speaking and your soul knows best than your conscious body. But when it comes to that really heavy energy, it is not about getting through it right now. It's actually about being still in it. So allow yourself to sit in these heavy emotions. Allow yourself to grieve, to be angry at things and people, to be sad about things, about situations that have passed, about things that didn't work out or have worked out, but you now see that it's been a disappointment because it wasn't what maybe you have believed it to be at some point. And if while you be in it, so while you're being in these emotions, if you feel like crying, then do. If you feel like, I don't know, screaming or dancing, or however you feel guided to release that energy from yourself, do. But do not push. Do not try to kind of do too much, as in do not get into your masculine polarity where you try to fix it because it's so heavy, because it's really like almost devastating. That is the word that they're giving me, because it is really devastating, but it is really, the time right now is really for feeling it and honoring it, and everything that comes up within you, because of course it is your own healing on your personal level, on like the individual level, but also for all of us collectively speaking. Remember that whatever you need while you are being in this energy and allowing yourself to feel everything, whatever comes up for you. So if you feel the need to kind of release this energy in whatever way you usually do, or you're guided to currently, give yourself what you have been needed or needing from people when these things were happening to you. So if what comes up to you right now, or comes up within you right now, is feelings of grief, whether for people, situations, doesn't matter. Whatever comes up now, however it is that you currently grieve or feel the need to, give yourself precisely that. Give yourself what you need, because right now you're meant to give yourself the voice that you should have given yourself when these things were happening. So if you feel like speaking out about something, maybe because you felt and know now that there has been some injustice done to you, then yes, by all means, speak about it. Do a podcast, write it down in a journal, share it with somebody. Just release that energy from you. You are meant to, at any point in time really, but now specifically is very important that you give yourself, and so your inner child, precisely what that inner child within you needed. If you needed presence, then just be with yourself. Do not try to fix it. You don't have to overanalyze it. Just grieve whatever needs to be grieved. Be angry at things that you should have been getting angry at, but maybe in the past chose not to because you wanted to be kind to somebody else. Maybe you didn't want to hurt their feelings. You understood that maybe they have been going through a lot of turmoil and you didn't want to add to it, but you were very angry. Now is the time to speak up. I'm not telling you go try to find the person that hurt you or did something that hurt you very much and you were very angry back then. No, let that go. Let them go. That was just a lesson. But right now, if you're angry, then be angry. Allow yourself to feel these things. And think about this situation right now, these really, really heavy emotions. Remember that no matter how heavy and how heart-crushing and heartbreaking and soul-crushing and just horrible these feelings are, these aren't obstacles to your progress on your journey towards your desires and goals that you have for yourself, but these are actually the progress on your journey. So they are not an obstacle that you have to get through, if you will, towards your desire, whether it is to reunite with your beloved, with your divine counterpart, or it is to be fully healed and embody your higher self so that you can focus on your soul mission. Maybe it's both, maybe it's something completely different. It doesn't matter what it is. These current moment in time, well, time doesn't exist, but this current moment that you're in, the situation, the really heavy energy, it's not an obstacle. It's actually a stepping stone on your journey. It's just the next step that you have to actually take. So you have to sit with it. You have to allow it to bring up within you what needs to be brought up, and you let it go. release that, allow yourself to grieve, allow yourself to be sad or angry or really bitter if you need, and then come back to yourself again. Choose love each moment. Like once the energy have passed, choose love. Even if you are in the very heavy energy, if you're able to choose love each moment, choose love, not for other people, not for those people that hurt you in the past, not for maybe your family members where you have been feeling abandoned by, or your friends that weren't there for you when you needed them to be. Have that love for yourself. Give yourself everything that you wanted other people give to you in each and every moment that now comes up for release. And this is kind of what we all learn, both divine feminines and divine masculines, is precisely that, to take care of ourselves, to remember the inner child, which is always there, it's still there, and you're meant to reparent yourself. So at each moment in time, no matter whether it's right now in the heavy energy or it's going to be when this energy passed and maybe it feels very blissful, you're always meant to do that. But it's very, very important now. Like, they're showing me that currently it is so important, if not the most important thing, to do precisely that. Allow yourself to be in this energy and then give yourself what you need, what your inner child needs, no matter what is going on in the 3D reality around you, because that is just an illusion. It's just a mirror, or like it reflects your past energy, because the 3D, it takes a little slower to update, if you will, to catch up to your energetic ascension. So that is just old things. So don't pay attention to that. Remember, like right now, your focus is on you. It always should be on you. But still, if your desires are to be with your soul family, to be with your beloved, to maybe build a business, do maybe to volunteer, maybe to help people in some way. Yes, of course, but now the time is to look inwards at what the really heavy energy is bringing. I am not very good, or good at all, actually. I'm not very, that's not a big interest of mine, astrology, but I know that I do believe it's Saturn and Venus that are kind of dancing in some specific way. You guys that are really good at astrology probably can tell me in the comments what it is that I'm talking about. But I think that the Saturn, now I'm thinking Neptune, but it doesn't matter. There are two planets that are meeting each other, and for the third time now. And it was the end of January, the beginning of April, and now the end of April. There is like the last chance, like the last karmic cycle of, or a cycle of all the karmic things, all the illusions that we either chose not to see, chose not to acknowledge, or just weren't ready to face before. This is the third and last time that these things will come up. It's like this big reveal, they're telling me. So use that, because the whole universe, the cosmos, is helping us to clear the energy, to clear the karmic imprint from within us. That is what we're feeling. And so use that time to really take care of yourself, and remember that, you are the most important creature for yourself, because you are the creator of your reality. You are the reflection of God, of the creator themselves. And it is very, very important to remember that, because you have all the power. And treat yourself as you would your beloved, your closest family. And by that, I don't mean necessarily family by blood, but your soul family, the people you really love, that people want your highest good, because those are the people that you should invest in, not people that want to take from you. But remember to love yourself just as profoundly as you do other people. So take care, really, really take care of yourself, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.